To the shore. The levee's broken.
Wouldn't be so good if the authorities found out who killed Dr. Hartman, would it?
What's that got to do with me?
Buddy, either you tell me what you know, or I'll tell the law what I know about who murdered Dr. Hartman.
Who would sell my land to strangers. And those same strangers would drive you and your people out of the bayou. If necessary, we'll kill them all to prevent it.
Why did you help that man in his murderous work?
Please, monsieur,
Looks like it's never gonna let up.
I sure hope that levee holds.
This is it, Napoleon!
Good evening, goblins and ghouls, and welcome to the Wednesday night Scream Stream minisodes. I'm your host, Spakenstein, joined as always by my very good friend, Mr. Evan Sink.
Good evening.
Good evening. And as you can tell, Fresh is not dead. Don't be alarmed by the black and white photograph. He's just not joining us tonight. So don't worry. No calls for alarm. So
there's no in memoriam segment tonight.
No. Well, hey, I mean, we got an episode this Friday. It's the end of the year. So I've been debating on trying to put together an in memoriam segment, and I'll let your mind wander as to what in memoriam segment for our show could even be like. With I mean,
that was my next question.
Well, I'll leave it up to the imagination. I don't want to spoil any surprises. We got a great show planned for Friday. It's a classic. It's going to be a classic New Year's celebration. I mean, again, it's the day before New Year's Eve, but we're celebrating a little bit early.
Who's counting? Okay.
Well, certainly not Father Time and Baby New Year. They've got more important things to worry about right now. And
when are we going to get that New Year's creep?
Now
like
that's
every year they bring out the Christmas stuff a little earlier. Let's start rolling back New Year's.
Yeah, I want to see those New Year's decorations in the store even before the Christmas stuff. I mean, come on. That's the big party, right? Which Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, everybody. We're back from our little break. I hope everybody had a good one. I hope Evan that you enjoyed.
Full of
holiday cheer and holiday alcohol and holiday food. I hope everybody got their fill. Holiday beer, holiday eggnog for me, a lot. This was like the most that I've had eggnog in a Christmas year. I maybe you'll have it once or twice, but that was pretty heavy on the eggnog this Christmas.
Yeah, pretty deep in the eggnog. Going for a record this year.
Yeah, well, it's every year.
Whatever it takes to channel that Christmas spirit.
That's what it's all about, and that eggnog does it for me, with a few other mixed drinks that I enjoy around the holiday season. You try to get, again, you find ways to get into the holidays. So I hope everybody found ways to enjoy the Christmas season. I hope you enjoyed our Christmas special, Silent Night. Bloody Night was the horror movie that we watched to celebrate the Christmas holiday, and it was a lot of fun. It was bloody. A lot of fun. It was bloody and violent and fun. And what more can you ask for on Christmas? It was a nice present. So hopefully everybody enjoyed themselves and is getting ready to kind of ring in the new year in style. You've made your resolutions. Hopefully you've got, again, we're going to have some kind of end of year lists on Friday's episode as well. So I hope you're getting your end of the year lists together. I don't have any, people. The big thing the past couple weeks was the top 10 movies of the years. We won't have anything like that. Maybe we'll do our top 10 favorites or top 5 favorites movies that we've watched so far on the show, because we've seen 35-ish movies. So
many movies from many years.
Many movies, yes. Man, decades and decades, over 100 years sometimes. Which
100 years of movies.
Guess what? This Friday, not to jump the gun too early, but we're going back this Friday.
Oh boy,
we're going way back, over 100 years, 101 years. So it's, we always have fun with those. We always enjoy those, and it's a themed movie. It takes place on New Year's, so it's kind of ideal for this the
right time of year to watch.
It really is, and I haven't seen it before. I've never watched it. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I know, yeah. So it'll be fun for me. It's got a lot of, but I've read up on it, and it has a lot of things that I think we'll find relevant and that we'll enjoy and that we'll notice kind of maybe parallels to things we've seen in other movies and TV shows and things like that. So I'm excited. It'll be fun. We're gonna spend a little evening in the Phantom Carriage. But that's Friday. Tonight we got another thrilling installment of Flash Gordon Conquers the Universe. I think this is our 6th chapter of 12. So we're about halfway through it now, and tonight's episode is titled Flaming Death, I believe. So, which is what you're in store for if you don't properly handle your fireworks this New Year's evening for your celebrations. Please make sure that you're being smart, because very quickly you could find yourself dealing with what Flash Gordon is probably going to be dealing with at the end of tonight's episode, which is some kind of flaming death, which...
Right, when he realizes that his spaceship is just a big firecracker, has been the whole time,
and that's exactly when fate strikes and the whole thing explodes. It was bound to happen. It's shoddy craftsmanship, obviously. I mean, these ships, it's like they have firecrackers attached to the back of them, so it's definitely. Wonder how many special effects guys burn their hands trying to get these lit. And whatever. God damn it, the Flash Gordon rocket! I can't get the firecrackers on there right. You keep burning my thumbs. I mean, the life of a special effects man for these cliffhanger serials must have been something else. I mean, it's constantly dealing with some kind of logistic headache to appease whatever crazy thing the writers have concocted that week. You know, oh, we want, you know.
I just want to see the guy who's like right above screen, who's kind of swinging the spaceship around.
Yeah, I mean the guy with the cane fishing pole who's like, yeah, nah, yeah. The behind the scenes for some of these special effects would have been amazing to watch. Just the spaceships alone, yeah. I mean, they're entertaining in and of themselves, but I would have liked to have seen the operation behind the scenes. So we'll see. I mean, again, as far as in way of recap, which I don't need to give you much because we'll get an opening crawl at the beginning. Not that it'll be slow enough for us to read all of it, but we'll get most of it. But basically, we'll get the gist. I think last that I remember, Flash was held captive in Ming's castle, and
in some sort of palace of horror. Light on the horror. Big palace, light on the horror, unfortunately. Yeah, heavy on the palace.
Light on the horror. Also heavy on the really dumb henchmen. There's a lot of just kind of
course. I mean, henchmen. Can you be a supervillain if you don't have bumbling minions?
I guess not. I guess it kind of comes with the territory. It's like, it's the job force these days is not what it used to be. I mean,
look, these henchmen unions really putting forth their not the best guys.
No, they're really scraping from the bottom of the barrel, unfortunately. So so I think Flash got out, and then they were in some kind of spaceship battle, and then their spaceship got shot down, maybe.
Right. I want to say that we had a friendly fire.
Yes, I believe that you're correct, Evan. I think that Flash might have been in one of Ming's ships that they stole, and so of course, the good guys not knowing that in the Ming ship is Flash, and I think Dr. Zarkov is there. I don't know. There was some kind of rescue attempt. There a lot of buzz going on, but yeah.
A lot of buzzing going
on. But I believe we ended with.
There's been a lot. Sorry, there's been a lot of buzz around the office lately about this Flash Gordon guy.
And you know what? I just think that Ming is just being a little unrealistic and thinking that we can take care of Flash. I mean, what are we supposed to do? It's not our job if Ming wants to pick a fight with the most prominent spaceship owner in the United States, which is, I think, where Flash is from. They haven't specified his nationality, but
I don't think I think it's implicit.
He's just a citizen of the world, right? I mean, that's the idea, right? He's for the universe. He's not bound
he's
to
Mr. Universe.
Mr. Universe, 1940. Alternate universe, 1940. Flash Gordon.
Mr. Alternate Universe.
Yeah, Mr. Alternate Universe. There we go. Now that's a competition.
There's a pageant I want to see.
That pageant would definitely have some interesting contestants. That is a guarantee. So, we'll see. We'll see what's in store for Flash Gordon and friends tonight. Anything before we get into it, Evan?
No, let's just get into it.
All right, then. There's a yikes. Get out of here, yikes. Okay, here we go. All right, we're going to go ahead and get into Flaming Death right now. Roka. Not Roku, Roka.
Yeah, which one is Roka?
I think that was one of the, like, the Robin Hood tight wearing people.
Ah.
Okay,
right,
yes.
The midair rescue.
Right, so they.
Forgot he
oh, they
rappelled
did. They
down.
were. Oh, I forgot about that. That was so
It was a great
dumb.
sequence.
Flying
Very
through
dumb.
space.
Position noted and approved. Use your
Yep, here's the friendly fire. I mean, you can't even tell the difference. They all look like the same ship. How would you know who was Ming's and who was...
Right. If everybody's driving the same car, how do you know who's the bad guy?
If everybody was driving Batmobiles, then we wouldn't know who to trust.
That's the Joker's new plan. He's gonna flood the market, Gotham, with
Mass manufacturing of... He's gonna start an assembly line, turning out
he's just gonna become
Batmobiles.
the new Henry Ford.
Of course.
Another shot like that and we're finished. I have an idea. What are you trying to do? Sending him a dot and dash code. Bear and I worked it out together. Slim chance.
Dot and dash code.
Great.
Whoa. Okay. God, wouldn't it be great if that's what the internet looked like? Just zipping around the sky. We're sending a message.
Wait, hold that fire. Not aimed at us, it's a code.
Is
It's a code. Dot, dash,
they
dot,
mean-
dot, dash.
are they doing Morse code with their like
Yeah.
laser gun?
Yeah.
Zarkov.
This is Flash Gordon and Sark. It's like he's...
The magnetic grapples for transfer.
It's like I can read explosion. I'm fluent in explosion.
Flash, you've done it. They're answering.
Baron's in that ship, all right. Easy now. Reduce speed. They're going to grapple and transfer us.
So in the opening crawl, it said Baron with an I.
Wait.
But every time I've heard that character's name until now, I assumed they were saying Baron like the title.
Yeah, I didn't even see that. Baron.
The load coil, so we'll drop
Yeah.
Weird.
emergency hatch. Let you know when we're in line over.
Just pulling up right here. All right, we got it. Just walk right into the other spaceship.
Nice shooting.
Hold her steady now.
Why don't you radio me when we
Easy, easy.
natural thing. Oh, I'm gonna kill you all. Prince, I have learned from Calm that Ming is preparing another terrible weapon to destroy the world. We must return at once to your palace and prepare to combat it. Cast off the main ship!
They gonna let that other ship just blow up? It's just still going? Come on, nosedive. All right. That was just all right.
They couldn't afford to blow one of these things up.
I guess. I guess the budget was, yeah. They're like, we're really gonna keep using this model. The budget is we can't just be blowing up models left and right.
It's taken you a long time to fashion 6 zoltranilium projectiles. All work had to be done in complete vacuum, sire. The smallest amount of oxygen touching that metal would have ignited it and burned us alive.
Your Majesty means to attack the Earth at once? No, we will first test the projectiles on Prince Baron's kingdom of Aboria.
Yeah, Prince Baron, and it, yeah, okay. Why? Just make it a different name. I don't understand. It's
Well, what I wanna know is-
confusing.
Sections of Aboria
Well, how do they spell Prince? Maybe that's just his first name.
With a Y.
Contemplate what will happen in case I direct them
Prince
against his
Baron.
plots. Your pardon, sire, but surely you don't mean to destroy Aboria? Why, the Princess Aura, your daughter, is there, and my erring daughter deserves no consideration.
Wait, he's gonna...
She must be removed.
Yeah, wait, he's...
Is he gonna blow up a planet? Is he doing some Darth Vader shit? We got some Death Star action?
He's gonna blow up Alderaan?
Give you a message for.
That's what it sounded like. I mean, granted, how much attention was I really paying? I think he's gonna try to blow up this planet, right? And this is Ming's errant daughter. Ah! I wonder if that was Jimmy the Crow. That was a, that, you know, that was a popular, there's a Crow actor named Jimmy the Crow who was in like tons of productions during this time. Yep.
That's great. I mean, it could have been. I was thinking that's a well-trained crow they have there.
I hope your highness will pardon the delay.
Of course. But for you, Sonia, neither Prince Baron nor myself would have realized the dire needs of some of our tenants.
Everything is in readiness, Your Highness.
Whom are we to call on today, Sonia?
If it please your highness, a poor family of woodcutters. They live in the Red Forest.
Then it's off to the Red Forest we go.
Come on, how do you not see this coming? You're just jaunting around your kingdom, happy-go-lucky. No security detail.
Her Highness went to the Red Forest some hours ago to visit a poor tenant in distress. Lady Sonia and Captain Turin accompanied her.
Very
I
well, let me
mean,
know the moment you return.
on that planet, I think the worst thing you run into is the big bad wolf.
Yep. Yep. That's the definitely.
Yes, Kiddish. Ming is threatening the planet Earth with a new weapon. The Earth people here are anxious to uncover all they can concerning it. Well, I have other matters to attend to, so I'll leave you here.
Thank you, Baron.
Well.
Tell me, sir, what do you know of Zotronilium?
Zotronilium.
What is
Zotronilium? I have no clue. That is
That's a crazy pattern he's got going on.
That is a crazy pattern.
When exposed to oxygen, this metal burns with the heat of the sun.
Do you know of any way of extinguishing the fire once the metal starts burning?
Nothing will put it out. But you have no cause for alarm. There's no Zotronilium to be found on Mongo.
You're wrong. Ming possesses a formula for making unlimited quantities of it. And he plans to fire huge projectiles of it into the Earth.
The planet Earth will be burned to ashes.
Not only
okay.
burn all the oxygen out of the atmosphere.
There must be some defense against it.
We know of none.
Then we must find one. Assemble all the thermoelectronic apparatus you have. We must prepare at once for an exhaustive experimentation.
Exhaustive.
I wonder if we should have come, Sonia. You know,
Let's go ahead and take a break right here. Yeah. Sure, why not? Right there. Alright, so that is gonna take us to our break. So basically Ming is Darth Vader.
He's got a new super weapon. That's a new development.
Yeah, I was just like trying to wrap my head around this new ridiculous term that they're throwing at us now. I mean, what have we had so far? We've had Polaroid, and now we've got whatever the fuck this. I mean, there was.
Yeah, they're gonna have to say that a couple more times before I get it.
It's definitely, it didn't make sense to me. I was trying to, like, it was not as memorable as Polaroid. I'll never forget that. I mean, but
crazy weapon. He's ostensibly just shooting some like metal slugs at a planet, and it's gonna kill it.
And it's gonna suck all the oxygen out of the atmosphere and somehow reduce it to ash. That's fucking wild, bro. Let's see you do it, Ming. Let's see it. Let's see a demonstration. That's what we're really due for. We need some kind of demonstration of Ming's powers. So let's see if he's gonna blow up this planet. I think.
Wouldn't he have to shoot it from space if it has to be in a vacuum or else it explodes?
You would think so, but space in this world, space is full of clouds, and
that's true. That's true.
You can just walk through it. You don't even need a suit. You can just pass from one spaceship to another, out in the open, just free spacewalk. Nothing, no protective equipment required. Fascinating. You know,
I wasn't really paying attention earlier. Were they using the same set for all of the spaceships?
Oh, they have to be. I feel like there's no way they're making more than one set for the, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sets.
One set is all you need. That's going to cover you just fine. You can dress it up just enough, like to distinguish a Ming ship, the inside of a Ming ship, from a Flash ship or whoever. I can't even remember these. Whoever Prince Baron, whatever this planet is of theirs, I don't remember what it's called. But just
who do you ship in this show? Let's take it to the audience. Is any love for Flash Gordon cross Ming?
Oh, for sure. I'm sure there is. It's the fanfic is out there.
We got to go dig into the internet, see how much Flash Gordon fan fiction exists.
See, I don't think we've already discussed Flash Gordon a couple episodes back. Right. So you don't want to know like what kind of other Flash Gordon.
Of course, it's saucy fan fiction.
I mean, come on, isn't a majority of fanfic saucy? Is any of it ever tasteful? Does it ever stay within? Does it ever like stay within the boundaries? Like before, I feel like there's just always a point where it's gonna cross over into that. It may start innocently enough, but eventually it just descends into,
Right, when Flash Gordon looks across the room and he sees Ming and he gives him that look like he just wants to hold him in his arms. You know where that scene's going.
That's what this has all been leading to. That's what this is actually all about. This is the third Flash Gordon serial that they did, and they realized in the third one to really change up the formula, they were going to have to reveal that the whole reason these two guys are even fighting in the first place is because secretly they're in love with each other. That would have been groundbreaking plot development.
Very groundbreaking. 1940.
1940. Minds would have been blown. Yeah, it was makes complete sense. Come on, it explains it all now. It's like, Flash Gordon and Ming sitting in a tree, and you can say the rest of it.
AISSISSIPPI.
Yep, that's right. Yeah. So, we'll see. We'll see if the end of this episode reveals any if we see a scene of Ming writing in his diary, in his secret diary that he hides under his bed. He's confessing his true feelings for Flash Gordon.
It's just a page of Mr. What's Ming's first name? Does he have a first name?
No, he's just Ming the Merciless. Mr.
Okay.
Merciless.
Okay, yeah, Mr. Ming Gordon.
Mr. Ming Gordon. Yeah, he's just writing that like 50 times over and over again, like on his bed, like, you know, just humming and kicking his feet around. Just off in his own world.
Yeah. Look, there are other ways to get a guy's attention.
I mean, we're halfway through. If this is the time to start revealing to the audience, this is the time for the twist. You're halfway through now. Come on, now's the time to break it out. So we'll see. We'll see what they can do in the second part. I mean, you know, it's we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what the big twist at the end of this episode is.
We'll see what the big twist is. You never can tell. Certainly it's not going to be some kind of explosion. Don't think it could be that.
Explosion of love.
Yeah, yep, a very violent love explosion. That's what we're in store for. Guaranteed. Yeah, well, then we're gonna go to our break. We've got another Universal serial trailer. The one that we saw in our pre-roll was Mystery of the Riverboat. That was Universal. That came few years after what we're watching tonight. And then this trailer is what is it, like City of the Lost Jungle or Jungle of the Lost? I don't know. It's some
Jungle of the Lost City.
It's something like that. Like, really, you know, they're just kind of scraping for titles at this time. And with these serials, just something that'll grab people's attention. And it doesn't really, you know, mean anything. I mean, would we say that the Phantom Creeps was really applicable to, like, I don't even remember Bela Lugosi being called the Phantom. Maybe I'm just not remembering it well, but I feel like
I don't remember who called him that. Somebody called him that one time.
Like one time, and they called the whole thing the Phantom Creeps. So, you know, whatever the fuck this serial is called, it's you know, it's your classic World War II era espionage action cliffhanger serial, but it takes place in like a jungle, so there's like, you get like that kind of, because that was a whole other subgenre of serials at the time, was like the jungle adventure. So this is like mixing that with, you know, kind of some elements that we saw in Phantom Creeps, kind of the espionage intrigue stuff. And it's got Lionel Atwell in it, so you'll see a familiar face. So that's always fun. All right. Well, anything before we go to break, Evan?
Fire at will.
He's telling me not to shoot. He says don't shoot. Don't worry, Will. I won't shoot. Our production assistant that I just hired, Evan, that you're gonna meet on Friday, his name's Will, and you just told me to shoot him, and now he's terrified. I think he's gonna quit. So while I try to see what I can do about our PA and keeping him on, try to calm him down. Watch this trailer, and then when we come back, we'll get into the exciting conclusion of Flaming Death. So stick around, we'll be right back.
This inactivity, Sir Eric, may cost us dearly. Scientists are working all over the world to find means of controlling the atomic bomb.
Well, we have the advantage, Gaffer.
One of them is carrying dynamite. They're going to blow up the pool. It will cause great trouble in Pendrang if they do. In other words, I can do nothing without your consent.
Exactly.
And that consent will cost me.
1/3 of whatever you're looking for, using that archaeological expedition and Geoffrey London as camouflage.
Ah, there you are. A man-made earthquake by radio. Strangest noise I've ever heard.
Car crash footage so many times. And we are back. So that was, wait, what? Okay, I didn't even see the title. What was it again?
It ended up being Lost City of the Jungle.
Lost City of the Jungle. Okay, that makes sense. I guess
that may have been neither of the things we said earlier.
Okay, yeah, it probably wasn't. Lost City of the Jungle. So yeah, it's I don't know. I haven't seen it. I don't think it's public domain either. But you know, while that
we can wait.
We'll wait. Oh, we'll wait. Things are entering the public domain every year, so it's just only up and up every year. Things are going to get continually better.
We are waiting at the gates every year to claw in anything else that falls down our way.
You are not wrong. I mean, we are only but a few years away from Dracula and Frankenstein and all the movies that I absolutely love. They will be public domain, and as much as that on one hand saddens me, it also gives me hope, because hopefully those movies will be able to be shared more and kind of more readily available and kind of take on a new life, and hopefully we'll be able to contribute to that. But until then, we've still got plenty to choose from. And again, stuff entering every year. I mean, this year, in just a few short days, you guys know what's entering the public domain, right?
What's that?
The single most monumental thing that has kind of kept the copyright term in the United States as long as it has. And that would be Steamboat Willie with Mickey Mouse.
Snap.
I think it's Steamboat Willie. Or it's whatever the very first Mickey Mouse short was. Came out in 1927. And so starting January 1st, anything that came out 1927 or before is public domain. So Disney, the thing is, Disney had gotten Congress to extend the copyright term so many times because they were worried about Mickey Mouse falling into public domain. And so now Mickey Mouse, as he is seen in the first shorts, will be public domain. Not the new Mickey, you cannot use any characteristics or traits that are associated with any Mickey Mouse short besides the one that's entering public domain. But You are free.
No red shorts.
No red shorts, no. And you can't necessarily try to make like merchandise and stuff. Like there's still like trademark kind of issues, but because it's public domain, you are allowed to, you kind of have a wide range of rights within which to utilize it. The same way that people have made that Winnie the Pooh horror movie. I
was gonna say I can't wait for the inevitable rushed Steamboat Willie horror movie.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's definitely coming. It is not. They're probably already in the midst of making it right now. If it hasn't already been made, they might already have it in the can, and they're just waiting for, the right time. Because
time to run out.
Time's
running out, Walt.
Time is running out, Walt.
We're coming for you.
You get out of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride basement, and you get Congress to extend the copyright for another 25 years. You did it 4 other times. You can do it again. I don't know how many times they extended it, but pretty much every time it was, Disney was like at the front of the line of groups that are lobbying for the terms to be extended. So now
say no to Walt.
Yeah, I mean, come on, he is the. I wish I could think of some of the nicknames for Walt Disney that aren't it's like everything that I think of is just some kind of joke about either him being cryogenically frozen or an anti-Semite, but that's allegedly.
It's funny what boils down, isn't it?
Isn't it? At the end of the day, you can have the most wonderful legacy in the world, and yet all people will remember about you are the bad things. Classic. I'm just another rube over here. Don't mind me. No, I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater. I promise. I try not to be. I hope, I hope if there are any haters out there, I hope your New Year's resolution is to not be a hater. That's, probably a pretty good resolution.
Yeah, maybe their resolution should be to learn the hokey pokey so they can turn themselves around.
That's the resolution. Yes, you heard it there. You heard Evan. Evan's got the prime New Year's resolution advice. If you got problems, that's your resolution.
Just dance them out.
Dance them out.
It's 2023. We're gonna dance away our problems.
Hey man, we're back in the roaring 20s, man. Now that we're deep enough into the 20s, now we're getting to that point. Now we can start dancing our troubles away. Now's the prime time. If we don't get some kind of dance craze that's taking us by storm in the next year, because we haven't had one of those in like a minute, right? Like not like like even back in like.
I mean, isn't that what TikTok's whole existence has been?
I mean, yes, but like that's not like I'm talking about. Like
you're talking about the hot new dance.
Yeah,
like the single new move.
Yeah, like okay, like obviously the classic is disco, right? But then and you could go back to the fucking 20s. You get a fucking foxtrot, you get a Charleston, and so then like what do we have? Like you got like hell. My references aren't even recent. I can only think who you get.
Please tell me, Garrett, what's the most recent dance you can think of?
I don't know. What are you kids doing nowadays? You kids dugging? Are the kids dugging these days? Is anybody still Dougie?
Could somebody teach me how, please?
Somebody teach me how, please. No, I don't even really know what the Dougie is, just to show my ignorance even further. I couldn't even show you what it looks like. So maybe somebody does need to teach me. But do I even need to learn? Because it's not even, that's what I'm saying. That's about as new as I could tell you.
Well, there's your New Year's resolution.
Oh, what? Gangnam Style, right? There we go. That's still like 5 or 6 years old.
Wasn't that's like a decade old, isn't it?
That's fucking old as hell. So you tell me any more recent than that, because maybe we're just out of the loop, and I'm sure that we are. I'm almost certain that we are, but
yeah, 100%.
At the same time, I don't think we've had one, so we're due for one. And we're gonna see if Flash Gordon's got any dance moves coming up, or at least figure out what the hot new dance move there is on whatever planet they're on right now. Again, I don't remember the name of it. I wish I did. I keep wanting to say Alderaan, but that's Star Wars. He just, if only George Lucas had ripped that off too, it would make things a lot easier.
Yeah, it's a Balderaan.
Balderaan. Yep, that's
because the planet is round.
Yep. Innuendo, that classic subtle 40s innuendo. Don't you love it? So subtle. Yeah, so we'll find out. Okay, then I think Evan, if you've got it queued up,
I do.
And we're gonna get into the exciting conclusion of Flaming Death right now.
Are on a dangerous mission. I think I should have stayed at the castle.
Your Highness becomes too domesticated. If men will go and fight, there's no reason why we should mope at home.
Mm-hmm. See, that sounds like it's speaking to the coming World War II audience in the United States. Because this was 1940, so we were still a year away, but...
Yeah, oh.
Whoa.
That was abrupt.
Just swinging sabers. Everybody look out.
Suddenly a fight broke out.
They're just hitting people with sabers. There's not even... Okay, there was a stab there.
What?
Are these unicorns or?
Look here. This radio message from Emperor Ming was just handed to me.
You think that's just a prosthetic?
You presently will have a demonstration of the means at my
I think it's real.
to punish your allegiance to my enemies, the Earthmen. When you see your wastelands burn, think what will happen to your castle and your forests.
He means to use Zotronilium, the fire metal.
Zotronilium, that's the new thing that we're dealing with. Great.
Well, thanks to the years spent by Professor Carman developing his contra-thermal defense theory, I can complete the machine to dispense it in a day, perhaps 2.
At least 2.
There'll be enough time, Doctor. I know my crafty father-in-law. He's bluffing. He wouldn't dare attack Arborea while his daughter is here.
Prince Baron!
Father-in-law? Oh, so he's... Wait, what?
Has just been abducted by soldiers of Ming. The lady, Sonia, led us into an ambush. I did what I could, but
My position at once. Go ahead with the thermal machine, Doctor. Don't worry, Baron. We'll help you and R out of this mess. Somehow.
So, I might have missed this, but I think he's... What did they say? He's married to Ming's daughter?
I
demand to know why I am being...
guess so?
When you and your husband, Prince Baron, chose
Oh, wait,
to ally
no.
yourself with the Earthmen, you became my enemies. And must take the consequences.
You dare to tamper with my attendants, to send this slinking cat Sonia to worm her way into my confidence. And you, Captain Torch, you bloody-handed murderer, to lay hands upon royalty. Mark my words, you two shall pay for this when Prince Baron and Flash Gordon...
Yes,
Sire, we have intercepted a radio message from Prince Baron to his patrol ships.
Yes?
All patrol ships. The Emperor Ming is about to attempt destruction of Arborea by means of fiery projectiles. Dr. Zorkov
Projectiles.
has devised means of counteracting this murderous attack. Inform me at once location of any of these projectiles, and steps will be taken to extinguish fire.
God damn it!
Signed,
Projectiles! Projectiles!
The Earthmen have beaten you
I do
once.
love the projectiles.
They'll beat you again.
Sometimes when you look at old sci-fi, you can tell, like, whoever wrote this is, you know, a person of the age in which they were living.
Right.
And like the idea of if someone wrote something like this nowadays, it wouldn't be projectiles. It would be like a laser
Information as to
beam or
location
something.
must come from Baron's laboratory. Now you're to proceed at once to Arborea. Destroy.
I mean,
Prince
even
Baron's
Star
radio
Wars is
station,
like a big
thus
laser beam.
preventing these
Yep,
messages
that's
from
good.
being
Yeah.
sent. It shall be done, sire.
Much more descriptive.
And get this clear, for all our lives may depend upon it.
More
You know, I've got to stay
futuristic.
here and
More
direct you where the
futuristic.
projectile falls.
Sci-fi.
More sci-fi.
Turning this
Even though
time,
I'm pretty sure
you'll
if,
envelop your ship with
if you
contrast
shot
thermal
like a
waves
giant
that will
slug of
protect you
metal
from
at a
extreme heat.
planet, it wouldn't
One of
be
these
good for
units
it.
must be
No,
placed by
certainly
you close
it
to
can't be
Ming's
good.
projectile when it falls. Dale understands how to protect you while you accomplish this. Ronald will run the ship.
Thank you, sir. We'll go and get ready, Doctor.
All right, men. Get these instruments down to the ship.
These don't look like these are my instruments. Where is my violin?
Wait a second, this is just the humidifier.
Flash Gordon calling Prince Baron.
It's probable Ming is aware of what we're doing and will attempt to prevent us sending word to Flash.
I have anticipated that, Your Highness. Patrol ships are in the vicinity and will attack any Ming ship that approaches.
Flash Gordon calling Prince Baron. Flash Gordon calling Prince Baron.
Yes, Flash?
We're over the Cauldron Wastelands, Baron. Ready for action. No sign of enemy activity.
Maintain your present circuit. Dr. Zarkov will give you the exact information the moment the projectile strikes.
Good. We'll be ready.
They're ready for you, Ming.
Yeah, wait, what is the plan here? They're gonna wait until he's already shot the projectile?
That's what it seems like, yes.
Prepare the first projectile.
They're gonna like intercept it.
Gonna catch it. Got a big
I'm just gonna
baseball
gently, right in the glove.
The projectile is ready to be fired, Your Majesty. Has the range been calculated? Yes, sir. The dial readings are 16, 44, 336.
Whoa, those measurements.
We'll alter the range every 20 minutes.
She's all bright.
That's the super weapon. It's just a big cannon.
Pretty much.
Perish all those who dared to balk me in my determination to conquer the universe.
It really is just some guy whistling off camera. That's
Messenger of death.
nice. That was good.
There. One has already struck.
Locate the exact point where it fell. I'll get Flash.
Yes, Doctor, we saw it and felt it pass. I got it. 30 miles due west from here. First projectile, 30 miles due west from here. Change your course accordingly. Yes, sir. I'll get the fire suit.
Holy shit! What are you gonna do, Flash?
Yeah, what is the plan?
I'm really not sure.
I'll turn on the counter-thermal waves.
Yeah, let's just land right here in the midst of all these flames.
You can't live in this heat. After all, this wasteland's of no value.
Unless that blaze extinguished, it'll burn up all the oxygen in the air. Stifle thousands of people, Ronald. I must go.
I know you can do it, Flash.
Good girl.
All right.
Okay, got some kind of.
He's got some kind of giant pointed spear of some kind. What is it doing?
Ray is protecting him.
Oh, that ray is protecting him? Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, the protection from the heat is great and all. Inhaling all the smoke is probably not good for him.
No. Wait, what?
He's done it!
He did it.
He did something.
He sure did something.
Oh no! That was the thing that's protecting him.
Uh-oh.
Oh, of course, Zarkov and his shoddy workmanship.
So he fell in another hole.
Yep, right into the hole. Land
Right
of the Dead. Well, that will be something to see next week. So that was Flaming Death. And we're going to be in the Land of the Dead. Yeah, that's going to be something. That's fun. Hopefully that's more exciting than the Palace of Horror was. Hopefully
right.
there's...
Well, I mean, if they don't put out that fire, the whole planet's gonna be the Land of the Dead.
That's a good point. Maybe that's what's gonna happen. Maybe Flash is actually dead. There's no stopping Zarkov, and everybody on this planet's gonna be dead.
Yeah,
hence,
maybe Ming just wins in the 7th episode.
That would make sense. And then we're just watching Ming zipping around, just
a bunch of victory laps.
Pretty much. Flash Gordon is dead. Ming is victorious, and
I mean, they usually just fly in circles anyway.
Well, if thankfully this came out of Universal. If this had been made by some people who weren't quite on the right side of the war, then maybe that's how it would have ended. Maybe Ming would be victorious by this point and just kind of start taking everybody over, and becomes the leader of the entire world. That's certainly would have been an entirely different kind of serial. But this is, this is American serial. We got a hero, we got Flash Gordon, and we know that no matter what, no matter how many times he faces a flaming death, he's always going to save the day. He's going to come back better than ever.
No matter how many pits he falls into.
No matter how many pits, no matter how much he realistically should be getting burned up. Every episode should be covered in 3rd-degree burns by now. He's the man is a force field. He is a force to be reckoned with, and fuck Ming. That's, I think that if we've learned anything, that's what we've learned so far. No matter how bad it gets for Flash, Ming is, probably not going to come out of this looking too good. So we'll see what happens next week in the Land of the Dead. Again, it's just funny. It's like every 2 episodes, Ming's got some new thing that he's using to try to I mean, we had the Purple Death the first couple episodes, and then we had Polaroid, and then there was something else like a couple episodes ago, and now we've got whatever this thing is that is, gonna
projectiles.
Whatever these projectiles. No, Evan, not projectiles. Projectiles. That's projectiles. He got all these projectiles, and so we just don't know. It's got some weird name. I couldn't keep track of it, but it's funny how it's, they're just constantly coming up with something new for Ming. Ming is just like, all right, back to the drawing board. Like, it's,
Yeah, props to the people in Ming's R&D department. They are
seriously,
they're killing it.
I mean, I don't understand how it's just like Flash doesn't even really stop him. He just kind of like momentarily gets in Ming's way, and then Ming's just like, all right, I gotta figure something else out. And then
all right, well, I got another gadget to try.
He just got this mad scientist at his disposal, just constantly handing him something else to try to dominate the world with. So God knows in a couple episodes it's gonna be something else. We'll be here, we'll be ready and waiting for it. Don't worry. So that was tonight's mini-sode. You can join us this Friday for the mainstream, our feature presentation, and it's our New Year's extravaganza. We're going to be watching The Phantom Carriage and kind of having fun with some end of the year lists, an in memoriam segment. I'll be breaking out all the stops. So that's going to be a lot of fun. As always, Evan brings us a wonderful cocktail to pair for the evening's film in a little segment which we call
What Were You Drinking?
What are we drinking, Evan?
So this week, as we're going on a ride on the Phantom Carriage, I think we have too many passengers for the carriage. Maybe we need to put in a sidecar. That's right. We're drinking sidecars this week. That is made with cognac, some orange liqueur, some lemon juice, and a orange twist garnish.
And a sugar rim, if you're so inclined. If you're so inclined, that's. I mean, hey man, you gotta have that. So this past week, Christmas holiday, we took some. We had some festive shots, and that was one of the shots. The shot glass rim had sugar around it, and let me tell you something. That sugar was vital to the taste of the drink. So
okay, so don't forget it now.
So don't forget. I mean, it's optional. It's an optional garnish, and so is the lemon twist. You do what you can, but you know, I have a feel. Again, it's funny how we might need to do a list of the best cocktails that we've had so far, but it's funny how some of these recipes suggest things that we kind of like raise our eyebrows to, like, I don't know if that's optional. I don't know if you need to do that.
As if we know.
As if we know, and then we're like, oh, wait a minute, no, that was, again, like, I'll never forget
put that in the recipe for a reason.
I'll never forget ice to taste. It's just like, okay, like, that's just all right. And then
we need that on a t-shirt.
Oh, you need a lot of ice in this drink, like a lot, because it was, whew, I don't remember which one that was, but it needed that ice. Let me tell you.
I think that was the Invisibile.
Oh yeah, that was. Ooh, yeah, that definitely needed ice. That was strong. Invisibile, that's right. Yeah, that's definitely up there on the top. I mean, we've done basically 30-ish cocktails, so that's.
We haven't done this one before, have we?
No, we have not. We have not done
this.
This
is like an old classic cocktail.
It is. It was when you sent me that. I was like, oh, okay, this is it's good to have something a little more traditional for the, you know.
We've got old movie and an old drink.
Old movie, old classy cocktail. I call sidecar. Get ready for a lot of that. No, it's gonna be great. We're gonna be taking you for a little ride on Friday, so buckle your seatbelts. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. No, it's gonna be fun. It's hopefully not bumpy. But yes, we're gonna be, you know, we probably won't be on until midnight. But you know, we'll basically be celebrating like we're counting down the new year. And if you really want to, you know, ring in the new year with us, we can't actually do a show, you know, on New Year's Eve. We're not the ball drop people, you know. We're not sitting there, you know.
We know that there will be even fewer people tuning in.
Right. So, we're gonna be celebrating too. You know, we're gonna be ringing. We're gonna have a way to ring in the holiday. Also, you know, obviously, January 1st is New Year's Day. We're ringing in the new year. But you may not know, few people may know, that it's January 1st is also another holiday, particularly special to this show. It is Public Domain Day. Yay! Oh, yeah.
Public Domain Day.
It's Public Domain Day. Again, this is a public domain show, and we are all about celebrating the kind of the special thing that the public domain is. Again, it has allowed us to have this show. It has allowed some of these movies to live on way past when they, you know, they were all
way past their expiration date.
A lot of these movies had short shelf lives as far as what people made them with the intention that, oh, this is going to have a short shelf life. It's to make a quick buck and then on to the next thing. Well, you know, some of these movies actually have some artistic merit, some cultural merit, just some merit within film history in certain cases. And so it's, you know, the public domain has allowed a certain availability with these films that has allowed them to kind of be popular. And you could argue that some public domain movies that are classics wouldn't be classics unless they were in the public domain. You could certainly say that with Night of the Living Dead, which we have not watched on this show. We're saving that, but it's a perfect example. It would otherwise probably be kind of a nice little curiosity thing, but it would not be the kind of cultural game changer as far as creating a whole new subgenre that it was had it not been for just being so readily available. So we're going to be celebrating that. We're going to have a 24-hour marathon of our 10 of our, I'm not going to say our best episodes, but 10 past episodes of some, some enjoyable films. I'm not saying that they're bad, that we did bad. I'm just saying, relative to, it doesn't matter if the movie is good or not. Like I didn't pick the 10 movies based on what's the best movie. I picked more on what's a good episode that kind of shows our talents. So all New Year's Day you can spend it with us. You can catch a little bit of Bela Lugosi, catch a little bit of Boris Karloff, you can catch some zombie action, you get all kinds of great things, and just kind of celebrate the wonderful, wonderful world of public domain horror movies. And so that'll be on basically Sunday, starting at 12 a.m. and going until Monday at 12 a.m. So definitely tune in for that if you're not doing anything else. You just want something on in the background while you're sipping your champagne after the ball has dropped.
Lonely.
If you're lonely,
you just want some people to talk to.
We'll be there. We'll be hanging out, and who knows? I may pop in the chat every now and again if people are tuning in, see what's up. But otherwise you can actually celebrate with us live this Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Thank you guys so much for watching tonight. You can go check out all of our past episodes on our YouTube page. Please go and subscribe to that. You can also find us on Twitter at ScreamStream Show, Instagram. We're on all the socials as ScreamStream Show. So look for us there. Anything before we sign off tonight, Evan?
Well, I think I've got some eggnog to go finish, so sign us out of here.
All right. Well, Evan, you enjoy that eggnog, and until Friday, sweet screams, everybody.
And to all, a good fright.